Pablo, light it up.
I had to buy the Porsche when I was young. Trap, 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 trap. I had to buy the Porsche when I was young. Trap, 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 trap. Got it out the mud, all they ever wanted was a plug. All my niggas thugs, money coming, gotta get it up.
What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Check it out. Kawhi Leonard. That's right. We talking Kawhi Leonard. For the love of sports. Let's talk about it.
It happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit crazy, niggas want me to talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit crazy, niggas want me to talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it.
So, Kawhi Leonard overhyped a bit, huh? Well, let me explain this. Yes and no. Now, when it comes to Kawhi Leonard's talent and what he's able to do on the court, on the offensive side, on the defensive side, his impact in the game, his recognition is well-deserved. And I mean well-deserved. This guy's amazing. We've watched him go over there into Toronto and take them to the championship. Had he not hit that shot against Philly, they wouldn't even have been there. Had he not put in the lockdown defense on some of those teams throughout the playoffs, they wouldn't have been there. And so, Kawhi Leonard deserves his just due. And he deserves to be mentioned as, the best, or if not one of the best players in the game. I take nothing away from Kawhi Leonard. To me, the certain amount of overhype comes when he's compared to the greats, such as Jordan. And I'm going to really stop there because there's actually been, sports analysts and announcers on television, whether it be ESPN or Undisputed or whatever, First Take, or, that have called him Kawhi Jordan. This is where the overhyping comes in. Because the same way these guys want to jump on LeBron and bash LeBron when he says that I'm the GOAT, which I agree LeBron's not the GOAT. It's the same thing that we have to think of considering Kawhi Leonard and, giving him praise to be on the level of a Michael Jordan. First and foremost, Michael Jordan didn't request or require time off. Michael Jordan, like many other athletes back in that era, played through injuries. This is just what it is, You have to take care of your body and be physically able to endure 82 games and then go into the playoffs. It's a new age thing where, they're saying that we need rest. But what is this, people? What is this we're talking about? You have 82 games scheduled. You're the best player on the team. So logically, you should be in every one of those 82 games because we're fighting for a playoff spot. And whoever is seeded first or second has a supreme advantage in the playoffs. First place plays 8. Seventh plays 2. Second place plays 7th. So this is the first round of the playoff. You have an extreme advantage. And, there are times in the past where you've seen these miraculous upsets, like back in the day when Golden State Warriors with Steven Jack and Byron Davis and those guys upset the first seed. Dallas Mavericks had a time when they upset the first seed. But outside of that, this is not something that's common. Pretty much the first seeded team runs through the 8th seeded team, and the second seeded team runs through the 7th seeded team. And your performance and your dominance during the season has everything to do with this. The Chicago Bulls wouldn't have gone, 72-10 if Michael Jordan was taking time off. The Golden State Warriors wouldn't have gone, 73-9 if Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond and these guys were taking time off, resting up. Like, I don't understand some of these guys. So when you consider Kawhi Leonard in that aspect, look at LeBron James. He's durable. He is there. He will play. People say, "Oh, LeBron James got to do it all." No, I don't want to hear that. Look at James Harden even. He's scoring 47 points, 49 points, 38 points. But he's there. Russell Westbrook, he's there. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's there. And so I can't give Kawhi Leonard that name and be comfortable with giving him that name, Kawhi Jordan, because he's nothing like a Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan did it 82 games out of the season. Kawhi Leonard's doing it 60-some-odd games out of the season. And so those 15 to 20 extra games, that adds wear and tear. That adds how much you have to give in the playoffs. And guys like Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, John Stockton, Akeem Olajuwon, we're talking 7-footers. They did it for the entire season, and then they did it in the playoffs. And so when we fast forward to this new age era of basketball and all of this, quote unquote rest time, there's no comparison. We understand as sports fans that winning championships is what it's about. That's what's going to put you in the legacy era, whether it be boxing, football, basketball, what have you. These are the things that are going to put you amongst the greats. So you have to perform in the postseason. You have to get those titles. You have to do these things. And, that's a fact. And that's acceptable. But it's also what you do in the regular season that also builds onto that legacy. And you have to be there. Availability plus durability equals eligibility. You have to be there. You have to be in the game. And to me, it is a certain amount of overhype when we talk about Kawhi Leonard and giving him that name, Kawhi Jordan. No, he's Kawhi Leonard. Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan. And these two are light years apart, I think that Kawhi Leonard's arguably one of the best players in the game. I won't take that from him. But to give him a name like Kawhi Jordan, he's not doing the things that Jordan did. He's not competing on the level that Jordan competed on. He's not perfect in the finals. Jordan is perfect. 6 for 6 in the finals. 6 finals MVPs. And he didn't do it flopping, jumping around on teams. He didn't do it taking rest during the season. And he didn't do it, adding another superstar with him and running over to a team that's already strong. And that's the overhype that, in my opinion, that Kawhi Leonard's getting. But as far as this new era of basketball and what Kawhi Leonard's accomplishing in this new era of basketball, I think that he is getting his just due. I just don't feel like, when LeBron James sits up there and calls himself the GOAT, I don't think that it's any different from someone calling Kawhi Leonard Kawhi Jordan. Because these two guys are great in their own right, in their own era, but they don't hold a candle to the great Michael Jordan. And there's a lot of other people on the list that, these guys just, think about Kawhi Leonard, Magic Johnson. He still has more to do. Do you guys literally put Kawhi Leonard over Magic Johnson when we talk about the all-time greats? Do we put him over the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Bill Russell, who won 11 championships? The great Akeem Olajuwon with the footwork and the things that he was able to bring to the game? No. Larry Bird? No. He has more to do. He has more to prove because these guys played until they were unable. It took a lot to get these guys out of the game. And then till Kawhi can step up and do that and take his team, all the way through the regular season and all the way through the playoffs, then we give him that sort of praise. But right now, we need to slow down and pump the brakes and give him his just due, but on the level that he deserves it. And in my opinion, that's the level of this era, Kawhi Leonard. No Kawhi Jordan. I mean, people went off crazy when they started comparing James Harden to Michael Jordan because of the way he was scoring and how he was able to get in the lane and get to the free throw line. And I didn't agree with that nonsense either. So let's slow down on Kawhi Leonard. Let's slow down on him. Michael Jordan was extremely durable. Kawhi Leonard is proven to be somewhat injury prone. He gets injured, so he's Kawhi Leonard. He's not a Michael Jordan. And in that sense, he is a bit overhyped. But, does he deserve his just due and what he's doing in today's era? He sure does. And no one can take that away from him. So hit that subscribe button for me. And hit that bell icon so you know when I drop these videos. Hit that like on your way in or out. And for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.
Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, bitches want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it.